Hello, my name is Sarah Clark of Create with Pilates, and today I'm here to share with you my Pilates for knee strength practice. This practice is really great if you're developing knee strength, experience sore knees, or are just concerned about your knees in general because maybe you're a runner or a dancer or something like that. So we're going to start on the floor with some patella strengthening exercise. So let's go ahead and sit with your legs out long in front of you and your hands behind you for some support, okay? Both legs are nice and long, but we're going to work on one leg at a time. So you're going to dig your right heel into the earth deeply, so much so that it fires up the back of the leg and your knee bends just a little bit. You're also going to look at your foot and make sure, see how the big toes kind of pulled towards my face a little bit? You're going to make sure that your foot looks nice and centered, okay, so that it's reaching away equally, which will kind of just make a neutral ankle for you and a neutral knee. So we're nice and tall, digging that heel into the earth, nice strong back of the leg, right? Foot is neutral. We're going to try to keep this positioning as you try to pull your kneecap up just a little bit, okay, without pushing down behind the knee. So you're not going to lose this positioning of the back of the leg. You are going to feel a little movement this way, okay? So let's go ahead and pull that kneecap up just a little bit. Do you see that? I see lots of tense all the way up through the quad because part of the quad's job is to hold the patella in place. All right, so let's go ahead and try that a couple more times. What you're going to do is you're going to pull it back and then hold it for 10 seconds, still pressing that heel down, making sure that you're not collapsing behind the knee. And then release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Although if you really are suffering from a lot of knee pain, you could do this for up to 10 sets at a time. But we're just going to do 3 here. So we're going to push that heel down, activate the back of the leg, and then pull the kneecap up with the front of the leg, feeling the quad fire up. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. And release. We're just releasing the quad. The heel is still digging into the earth, so we've got this nice strong connection to the back of the leg. And then we're going to do that again. Pull and activate the quad, pulling the patella up, digging the heel down, holding for 10 seconds. And then release. Now from here, we're going to keep that activation of the leg. Pull the heel up, or the patella up. And then when the patella is lifted, you're going to lift the whole leg up without losing the activation of the leg. Okay? So, heel's digging down. Patella lifts up without the knee collapsing in the back. So we're keeping that bend there, which I almost lost. And then you're going to keep that as the leg lifts and then lowers back down with that same digging sensation. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So we've got that connection there, and lift, and then set it down. And exhale, lift, and inhale to set it down. Keeping that knee pulled back, keeping the back of the leg active. 1 more time, and lift, and set it down, and relax the leg. And you can kind of wiggle it around a little bit just to let it loosen up if you were getting any tension there. But that really should have been a lot of work right at the top of the leg and for the hamstring, because we don't want to force our knee into hyperextension. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. And I'm just going to turn my body around so that you can kind of see what's happening still. My other leg would have been in the way. So from here, we're digging the left heel into the earth, okay? So we've got that nice activation. We're making sure that the foot isn't pulled towards the face, but is nice and even, okay? So you're equally pushing through the pad of the foot, heel's digging down, back of the leg is active, knee is slightly bent. You're gonna practice activating this patella with just a quick exhale, pulling it towards the face, and then releasing. And now making sure that you have that connection. You're not letting the heel hyperextend or collapse in the back of the knee. Keep that connection as you pull the patella towards the face. And hold for 10 seconds. Feel the connection to the butt, to the foot, and to the quad, that big muscle at the front of the thigh. And release. And again, we're going to do this 2 more times. You're going to pull that patella towards the face, hold it for 10 seconds. And release. And 1 more time. Ooh, this one's a little harder for me to keep that knee bent. Really getting the strength in the quad rather than a collapse into gravity. And release. Now we're going to add our lifts, okay? So make sure that you're nice and supported in the upper body. Dig the heel down and then pull that patella, activating the quad, and then lift the leg, exhaling, and then set it back down. And then again, dig the heel into the earth. Pull the patella towards the face. Exhale, lift. Inhale, set it down. We've got 2 more. Heel digs, patella pulls, leg lifts. And down 1 more time. Heel digs, patella pulls, leg lifts. And set that leg down. All right, from here, I want you to roll over onto your side, facing your screen. And come down onto your forearm. I want the elbow underneath the shoulder, the forearm right out in front of the elbow. Fingers are wide, forearm and palm is pressed down. Legs are nice and long and to the front corner of your mat, creating a slight banana shape with the body. The top hand is going to go to the base of the rib cage. I want you to just kind of collapse into the hand, and then I want you to lift away from your hand, creating a nice long line here from the hip to the shoulder. So we're not collapsed, we're lifted. The top hand gets to come to the mat for balance. You're going to point the top foot, trying to prevent it from curling inward or outward. We're keeping it nice and parallel as you inhale, lift, exhale, lower, strengthening the side of the glutes to support the knee. As you lift, you want to keep the rib cage lifted, okay? There's a tendency for the rib cage to collapse as the leg lifts. That's not what we're doing. We're staying nice and strong, which will give us more work in the hip and the butt. 3 more. And 1 more time. And then you're going to come down onto your forearm, onto your bicep. You're using your bicep as a pillow, so you're just straightening out and lying down. Then you're going to bend your knees, bring them a little closer to your butt, and then you're going to lift the top leg up. All right? You're going to exhale as the knee taps to the knee. Inhale as it lifts up, and the heel taps to the heel, opening up. Exhale, knee to knee. Inhale, heel to heel. So between the 2 points, I'm lifting the leg all the way up. Kind of feels like I'm creating a little rainbow shape with my leg. And I'm just feeling that leg move in the socket. Okay, 4-point clam. I'm going to do 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more time. And very good. From here, you're going to take your top ankle with your top hand, pull the heel towards your butt, and push your pubic bone forward, trying to keep the rib cage connected so that the tips of the ribs point towards the hips, and you get to just open the front of the thigh quite a bit here. And breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you're going to let go of the foot, and you're going to flip your body over for the other side so that you can still see your screen. And we're gonna come down onto the forearm at first with the elbow right underneath the shoulder, forearm straight out from the elbow, palms pressing down. Feet are to the front edge of the mat, trying to make sure that those heels are stacked. Base of the rib cage is lifted up, okay? Top hand goes to the mat, top shoulder is rolled open. Point your top foot. Keep the base of the rib cage lifted as you inhale, lift the top leg. Exhale, lower it down. Okay, make sure that your leg is in parallel so that the toes are pointed straight out, not towards the ceiling and not towards the floor. And the same with your kneecap, okay? So that you're not leading from the foot, but you're leading more from the hip so that the knee is allowed to follow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep pushing that palm down. 3 more. Keep that rib cage lifted. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And 1 more time. And then you're going to lay down on your bicep as if it is a pillow and bend your knees. Bring your heels closer to your butt. You're going to lift that top leg up, keeping it bent. And then you're going to exhale, tap knee to knee. Inhale as it lifts and taps heel to heel. Exhale, knee to knee. Inhale, heel to heel. Again, I feel like I'm making a rainbow. I'm getting nice internal and external rotation of the hip in the socket because sometimes our jammed hips can kind of pull on our knees a little bit. So it's important to get them involved and get them moving smoothly. 3 more here. And 2 more. And 1 more time. And then you're going to set that top leg down, bend the knee, grab the ankle, and give yourself that nice quad stretch by pushing the pubic bone forward, feeling the base of the rib cage draw back so the tips of the ribs stay pointed towards the hips, and make sure that your knee is in line with your hip joint. So it's not straight up towards the sky or anything, but it's nice and in line. We're going to hold this for about another 15 seconds. You guys are doing a great job. And I hope that you're starting to feel how this can kind of really strengthen and support your knees. Then you're going to go ahead and roll over onto your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Now, if you'd like, at this moment, you could place a yoga brick, a rolled up towel, or a pillow from your couch between your legs just above your knees. And if you struggle to keep your feet flat on the floor, or you know that you sit with your legs nice and wide a lot, I highly recommend doing that because we want to keep our knees pointing towards the ceiling this entire time, and that will really help strengthen the muscle just above the knee joint. So if this is maybe your first time doing this video, or if you're actively recovering from a knee injury, I would highly recommend grabbing one of those props right now. Just press pause. Otherwise, we're going to move forward. So you're going to lay down. Your arms are going to be long beside you. Your shoulders will be rolled open. From here, we're going to bridge up, exhaling to push the low back down, lift the hips, and curl up 1 bone at a time. You want to feel the feet equally heavy on the earth underneath you, the knees pointed straight towards the sky. You're going to maintain this as you exhale and straighten your right leg out, keeping the knees level with each other. And inhale, set the knee down, leg down, foot down, and exhale to the other side. And inhale, set it down. You can see that I'm reaching out of my heel as I extend the leg. Try to keep the knees level. If you feel like you're being challenged by keeping the knees level, you need to grab a brick. You kind of feel how this is very similar to how we started. But now we have a lot more work in the butt. 3 more sets. 2 more. One more. And then take an inhale so you can exhale, lay that body down one bone at a time. At your base, you're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to curl up into your bridge. At the top, you're going to find that bounce between the feet. Make sure the glutes are squeezing. And exhale the right leg into tabletop. Inhale, set it down. Keep the stabilizing leg, the one on the floor, nice and stable underneath your foot. Don't let it roll out to the pinky edge. And inhale, set it down. So we're moving side to side in a marching motion. Exhale to the right. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to the left. Inhale, set it down. We've got 3 more sets. 2 more. One more. And exhale, roll out of your bridge. When you get to the base of your bridge and you have your neutral spine, I would like you to lift your left leg into tabletop. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, curl up into your bridge, keeping the knee pointed towards the ceiling, the sole of the foot nice and equally weighted between the outer and inner edge. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, hold it at the top. Exhale, roll down. 2 more on this side. One more. And then go ahead and set the left leg down. Exhale the right leg into tabletop. Maintain your form, that equal pressure as you exhale, curl up into your bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. 2 more times. One more. Set the right foot down. We're going to do 1 more set, okay? So 3 more to each side. Exhale the left leg into tabletop. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up into your bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. Keep that equal weight through the foot. And curl up again on that exhale. Inhale. And exhale, roll down. 1 more time. Set the left leg down. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale that right leg into tabletop. Exhale, curl up into your bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. Inhale at the base. Exhale, roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. 1 more time. And set the foot down. Roll over onto your stomach. Coming on to your forearms. Whoa, what was that? Bring your forearms to the mat. The elbows will be just underneath you. You're going to be in kind of this upright position with the top of the body. This is how I used to read books a lot. Don't read books like this. But I want to make sure that instead of just kind of collapsing into your shoulders, that you've actually rolled the shoulders open, pushed them into the side of the body, and lengthen the spine off the mat. At the top, I want you to take an exhale. Make sure that navel is lifted, which will help protect your low back. Pressing the palms into the mat to keep that nice, secure position with the side of the body, and make this feel like work. From here, you're going to make sure that your feet and your legs are in a nice long line coming out of your hips, okay? Then you're going to exhale. Bend your right knee, flexing the foot, and kicking yourself in the sit bone twice. Inhale to point the foot and lengthen the leg, setting it back down. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, point and lengthen away. If you're feeling pain in your knee as you do this, it's because your knee is still a little tight in the quad, so right above the knee, and you need to pause and give yourself another quad stretch like we did earlier on our lying on our side, okay? 3 more sets. 2 more. 1 more. Push yourself back into an all fours position with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. You're going to tuck your toes, making sure that you have a nice solid connection there. Push and pull the floor apart with the hands, feeling the shoulders roll open towards the back of the body. On your exhale, you're going to lift your navel to your spine and hover the knees off of the mat. Mine are only hovering about an inch. You're going to keep it there as we hold this for 20 seconds. Keep your eyes between your thumbs, not on your knees. And set the knees down. Crawl to the front edge of your mat, making sure the hands stay underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips. We're about to go into a plank. If you need to, you're welcome to come down onto your forearms or onto your fists, but I'm going to be demoing a full high plank. From here, you're going to take an inhale, making sure that you still got that connection to the side of the body. On your exhale, you're going to lift your navel and lengthen the right leg out behind you. Take another inhale so you can exhale, do the same thing to the other side, and lower the hips, coming into your full plank. From here, I'm just on my toes as I exhale and lift my right leg up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, set it down. We've got 2 more sets. Exhale, lift the right leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift the left. Inhale, set it down to the right. Left. And then bend one knee and then the other to come out of your plank. Sit yourself down on your booty. Legs are going to be bent. Feet will be flat on the floor. The heels are pretty close to your butt because in a moment they're going to end up right underneath your knees when we lift our hips off the mat. You can have your fingers pointing any way that feels comfortable to you. I'm going to have mine to the side of the room today, which is kind of like a middle of the road place. From here, you're going to roll those shoulders open, lift the crown of the head up, making sure you feel nice and tall. And then you're going to exhale, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips off the mat, creating a table shape with the body. I'm still looking at the tops of my thighs, I'm adjusting to make sure that my heels are right underneath my knees. Keeping that nice open chest, I'm going to exhale and do a little can kick with my right leg. And inhale, set it down. Still reaching out of that heel as you kick to the left. And inhale down, exhale to the right. And inhale down, exhale to the left. 3 more sets. One more. And then set your hips down on the mat. Last move, you're going to straighten your legs out in front of you and point your toes as much as possible because we're about to lift up into a forward plank, which means those toes are going to hopefully hit the mat. You're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, roll the shoulders open, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, and lengthen out. From here, you want to have equal weight through the toes. Don't let them roll out to that pinky edge, okay? Make sure your knees are pointed towards the sky. And exhale, lift that right leg up. Inhale, set it down to the left. Set it down, 2 more sets. Set it down and set the booty down. All right, we're going to finish up with a little bit of knee circles, which means I'm going to stand on up, and so are you. When you've come to a standing position, you're going to bend and grab your knees, sticking your booty out behind you, okay? Don't leave it tucked. Stick it out. Hands are on the knees. We're going to make little knee circles. So they're bent and they're pushed forward for the front part of our circle. We're going to tick them off to one side and then straighten them as they come to the back. Tick them off to the other side as they bend and come forward. So you're making a circle shape with the knees, trying to keep the feet relatively stable underneath you. They're going to move a little bit, but we want this circle to come from the knees and not the feet. Circling, straightening as they come out behind you, keeping the weight even underneath you, getting those knee muscles to get a little stretch, a little movement. Going to go to the other side, so we're switching directions here. Okay. I almost let the movement come from my butt, which is also not what we're doing. Movement's coming from the knees. Getting a little more circles here. It's a little harder for me in this direction. Keep those feet flat underneath you. And when you're done, you can stand on up and congratulate yourself for taking the time to work on your knee strength for nice, strong knees on all sides, the top and the back, which connects all the way up into a bootay. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you around again soon. Bye.